It's another Fourth Art Saturday video hop organized by Meri Abrams. Please follow the description box below for the links to the other crafters and artists. Hello survivors, hi family and friends. This is Roy from Bootsie Sweettarts Guide to Life and Other Disappointing Experiences with this month's video hop theme, cookies. And in the words of a famous cookie maven from Sesame Street, me want cookies. So the theme this month is cookies. What could be better? And keeping with my habit of making things out of fiber or fabric, I just decided to look through my library and see what I had. And I remember a few years back at Christmas, I was given this beautiful little book called Yummy Gurumi. Now, you probably have all heard of amigurumi. Well, this book is all about making food using crochet patterns and objects. So I thought this would be a fun project to make a couple of cookies with my haphazard crochet skills. So what I did first was scan the internet and thumb through the book, and I just made a bunch of shapes that looked like I could make cookies out of. Let me show you what I did with them. There are circles and squares and rectangles and chains, all kinds of just fun shapes. And I had fun. I may not have enough time to finish all of them. They may look half undone, but you'll get the idea. Thank you, Meri. This was a topic I didn't expect, but it turned out really well. Well, the baking is done, or I should say the crocheting is done, and I'm inviting you to my low tea crochet cookie tea party. I have a tray of crochet cookies. Hopefully they look delicious, even though they won't taste delicious. So let's get started and show you what I did. First, I made some rectangles, some squares. And this one just looks like a marble wafer. This one I think looks a little Lorna Doone-ish. I used all scrap yarn, so I didn't have much choice with colors, but I certainly would be very careful next time to choose colors that give the impression of dough. So I made some chocolate wafers. Let me show you how the Oreo turned out. Oops. What do you think? I think this looks delicious, almost edible. I did glue more than I sew. I was not a purist when it came to this because these were decorations. Well, I broke all conventions when it comes to making cookies by crochet. And since these are only going to be display items, the construction of them is going to be a little different than what a lot of the directions call for. So I'm going to use hot glue a lot of the time, maybe even some cardboard in the middle to give it structure. So the first cookie that I'm going to finish, I hope, in time. Can you tell me what this is? 3 circles, 2 very dark, 1 cream filling in the middle. Of course, it's an Oreo. This is like a Milano cookie. This one is going to take a little more work and planning, but I tried to make it look like one of those cookies that are dipped, the lady fingers that are dipped into chocolate sprinkles, chocolate and then chocolate sprinkles. And then I have, let me see, chocolate sugar cookie. I have a chocolate sugar cookie. You can see here I didn't close up the center hole. This is the first time I've tried anything like this, so this was completely prototype, and there are a lot of corrections I have to make, but I love doing this. This was a lot of fun, took a lot of imagination. Okay, so we have I'm looking at my list. Chocolate sugar. Oh, here's my idea of a chocolate chip cookie. These are French nuts. Now, the other issue has to do with the back of the cookie. Because this is a display, I think what I'll do is cover this with some likewise colored felt. Or the other thing is to make a second circle. The other thing I did is I pressed kind of hard on some of these with the iron. Some I didn't. I thought the texture was important. Some flattened out the texture to make it look a little more like cookie dough. Now here's one of the pièces de résistance. Here is my Linzer Tart. And here's where I put the two pieces together. You can see I have two different yarns because I'm using scraps. But, and this top I pressed pretty hard to keep flat. And the bottom is a heavier yarn, and I just didn't bother pressing it, but I did glue it together. That's that. Now, this is the real pièce de résistance. When I was a kid, this was my favorite dessert. We called them flat cakes. Today they're called black and whites. I got a little fancier here. You can see there's some sloppy crochet, but I was in kind of hurry. You know how we procrastinate. But this is a black and white, almost good enough to eat. I have here the sugar wafer, the pink sugar wafer with the cream in the middle. This was a cute one. Here's a cookie with sprinkles on, and these are seed beads. Simple, simple, simple. See, did I miss anything yet? Here's one that needs some work. It's just a wafer with, oops, the wrong kind of wool. It started to fray on me, so I have to fix that. I made a little, I had a Hershey's Kiss, but I can't find it. But it's the same shape as this. Frosting on a cookie. Let's see, here's another chocolate cookie, chocolate top cookie. This, I ran out of time. This is going to get another piece just like this. It's going to be a donut. So we have a lot of sweets here. And of course, because the future is always ours, I made a fortune cookie with a fortune. You could write anything on. This actually is a good idea for party favors and things like that. I mean, it's easier to bake the cookie than to crochet the circle. But this is my display of cookies, all from an idea of Meri with the theme, and my book on amigurumi, which I say correctly 1 out of 3 times. P.S. I forgot this one. Here's a wafer made with, by the way, this is I found that the Tunisian crochet, the simplest version, works well with this. But these are bugle beads, and they're the chocolate sprinkles. And I did find my prototype of a Hershey Kiss. I like this one better. I know what I did with both of them, so I can reproduce. This looks more like a Hershey Kiss. So, on with the show. Thank you so much for staying with this hop. Please follow the links. Thank you for staying to the end of the video if you are. I so appreciate it. This is time consuming, but I think this would make a lovely little gift to someone who likes home crafts make a nice tray out of it. A lot of fun. Please consider subscribing. Pardon my glasses. Please share with someone who bakes or crochets or crafts. And as always, stay safe, stay smart, stay well. Bye for now. Do something today to make you giggle. Bye.